a time or two, but back in the hands of the Walsh brothers. All right, a little bit of a pop there towards the end of the run for Dave Walsh fans. Let's give him a nice round of applause out of Mustin, Wisconsin. The Old Blue.
We saw Old Red go 294.80 earlier in the class. Let's see what Old Blue does. .319 and 30, 319 feet, .30. 319.30 for Old Blue. All right, should be one more competitor left on our super modified tractors. We'll be looking for Brandon Simon, and Simon says on our super stock diesel truck sled side, Van Hazley from Fairmount, Indiana, the Rock Hard Ram, 1997 Dodge.
Yeah, what a season Van had last year. 3 victories on the summer, but unfortunately came away with number 2 in the points as Van and Kent Crowder battled it out to the final event of the season. But, Van looking to add to his win total here in 2021. The Rock Hard Ram. Right now, the mark to beat, 307.90. The Ford leads the class. The Dodge going after him.
Well, did he give Todd Dugan and the Angry Farmer Ford a run for his money there? Needs to go in excess of 307 and change.
Yeah, we'll see on the replay here as a man getting on the throttle here as he works it down the track. This is amazing machine across the windshield there on the truck. And crew do a lot of work for these diesel trucks out there across the country, everywhere from the starter classes all the way up to the big super stock trucks we're seeing here tonight.
And his run is 298 feet, .52, 298.52, which will put him into the number 2 spot. Todd Dugan continues to lead at 307.90. And now Van Hazley and the Rock Hard Ram currently sitting in that runner-up spot at 298.52. So looks like the Brandon Simon is just going to bump the sled here to get his hook points.
Yeah, no doubt, as per the rule book here, we'll get Brandon all hooked up to the weight transfer machine and just has to make a measurable distance, as the rule book says, to get his points for tonight.
Once again, we will be at Simon's facility next Friday night, Saturday night, the 300 Raceway, Farley, Iowa, for our next stop on our Champions Tour. We will also be live streaming that right here on MAV TV Plus. So thanks for those tuning in tonight. Tomorrow night, we get it underway at 7 p.m. Eastern once again. 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. All right, our final puller, Brandon Simon. Simon says, we'll see if he's going to make we're going to see if he's going to make a full pass here, if he's just going to bump the sled. current leaderboard, as you can see right there. Austin Boyd, 356.01, and his father, number 2, 354.74. All right, Simon Says, Brandon Simon, Farley, Iowa.
Well, that was one of the furthest bumps I've ever seen.
Right. Hashtag fake news, huh?
Well, you kind of wondered, you know, they were out there firing up. We seen them fire up 2 engines, and then they fired up the. I wonder if Brandon just said, you know what, let's go for it. Let's see what we got out there. But good to see him make a pass out there. You know, of course, you don't want to see anybody have any damage.
And he takes it to 281 feet, 0.03. 281.03. And let's take a look at the results for our super modified tractors. Green Streak Limited, that's our winner tonight. Austin Boyd, number 2, Green Streak, Greg Boyd. Mav TV Plus, Ricky Long, number 3, Lucas Oil, Keith Long, number 4, Shell Shocked, Reese Shelton, number 5. The Kentuckian, Wayne Sullivan, number 6. The Moneymaker, Brett Berg, and number 7. The Judge, Next Generation, Derek Bargy, number 8. Number 9, the Dirt Slinger, Bill Leishner. And rounding out the top 10, Takes a Lickin', Steve Bunnage. Our 11 through 16, 11th place, Grayson Shelton and Ruckus. Number 12, Old Blue, the Walsh Brothers, Dave Walsh. Number 13, also the Walsh Brothers, Dave Walsh. Old Red, Get Her Done, number 13. And number 14, Simon Says, number 15, Brandon Simon. And wrapping up the class, Plumber's Nightmare, number 16, Don Dean. That's how we finish our super modified tractors presented by Big River Steel.
Yeah, just looking at that run there, Brandon Simon made with the Simon Says tractor. Looked like he had that right rear engine was down on him, so they just made a run with 3 engines on there, and obviously we saw that with the distance there at 280 and change for him. But no doubt some points for him, and it'll all come down to the end of the year down at Lucas Oil Speedway down in Wheatland, Missouri, and we'll add all those points up.
All right, on our super stock diesel truck class, Shane Kellogg, Kenton, Ohio, the Dodge called Trump. And continuing to lead over there, Todd Dugan with his Ford. He was our option puller. He was the number 1 puller in the class. He decided not to exercise his option, decided to take his hook. So far, it's been the correct decision, as that is our leading distance, 307.90. They're doing some weight modifications over here on our grandstand side on the Bungart Motorsports sled, and then we will have our Midwest region super modified 2-wheel drive trucks, 12 of them here this evening. Total of about 125, 127 hooks tonight over 6 classes for night number 1 at Battle of the Fort here in Ambassador Park in Fort Recovery, Ohio.
And it has been nonstop since we started at 7 o'clock. I mean, hats off to the track crew and everybody out there putting the show on, just keeping things moving along. When you got that many vehicles, it's just nonstop action here. Yeah, Shane Kellogg, the Trump out of Kenton, Ohio. Another Dodge entry.
Well, he kept her in bounds, but hugging this chalk line over here on the left side, trying some new real estate.
And waited on that throttle a long time as well. I want to say about 250 feet before we saw Shane go full throttle on that truck.
And the distance, 289 feet, 0.60, 289.60. Our class that just completed over here on the grandstand side, our super modified, Austin Boyd was our winner with the Lucas Oil Green Streak Limited. He is standing by with Leslie Mears.
Austin, it was a super powerful long run. You know, we saw those long runs come out there. Were you worried about maybe running out of fuel?
No, we got really lucky. They got a really good track here at Fort Recovery. We was able to utilize our horsepower and really couldn't ask for a better finish. To go 1-2 with that, you can't ask for much more than that.
Now, here's the question, though. Are you going to rub this in a little bit, or are you going to just play humble for your dear old dad back there?
No, absolutely. I'm rubbing it in. He told me last week I won both sessions in Benson, and he said, I'm coming to Fort Recovery, and I'm going to put you in your place. But he's still back there in second, so he's a good dad.
Well, there's nothing like a fun family rivalry. Congratulations.
It doesn't get any better. I got to thank this crew. My grandma and grandpa are here. My grandpa Steve and grandma Karen are back home watching live. These guys worked their tails off these last 2 weeks. We had to rebuild 8 motors. Hopefully put enough fuel in them tonight. We can enjoy this one, go to sleep, and do it again tomorrow.
Well, congratulations to the Boyd family going number 1 and number 2 tonight. Once again, Austin Boyd taking that top spot with the Lucas Oil Green Streak Limited. And dad, number 2 with the Lucas Oil Green Streak, Greg Boyd. All right, we're going to step aside. More Lucas Oil Pro Pulling League action when we return to Fort Recovery, Ohio on MAV TV+. This is the Rhino Ag Battle at the Fort.
General Tire was born more than 100 years ago, right here in America. We've spent the last century tackling every kind of road this country has to offer, and especially the places without roads. So you know that with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
You were born for this. Folks may think it's just cutting grass, but you know better. Those weeds were born to die, and Rhino mowers were born to kill them. Get to work now with a Rhino TW Series single spindle mower with a 2-inch cutting capacity and prices starting at less than $1,300. And check out Rhino's great long-term financing options. You were born for this. Rhino, born to lead.
One of the main reasons for poor vehicle performance is a dirty fuel system. It can cause decreased fuel economy and actually do harm to your engine over time. By adding Lucas Fuel Treatment to your vehicle, it cleans and lubricates the entire fuel system, pump, carburetors, fuel injectors, and valves as you drive. It also improves your vehicle's performance. It's a non-solvent product designed to protect both gasoline and diesel engines. Lucas Fuel Treatment. It works.
Clean up your toughest messes super easy, super fast. Super Clean Floor Absorbent is formulated to do the work for you. Just apply and watch the spill absorb in minutes. Super Clean Floor Absorbent weighs only 3 pounds, so it's easy to pour and store no matter how messy the situation gets. For the 1-2 punch and stain fighting, follow up with Super Clean Degreaser for a like-new finish. For all your greasiest, grimiest, toughest tasks around the house, shop, or garage, Super Clean gets the job done. Super easy, super fast, super clean.
And welcome back to Lucas Oil Pro Pulling League action from Fort Recovery, Ohio on MAV TV+. This is the Rhino Ag Battle at the Fort, presented by Super Clean. We are in the midst of our super stock diesel truck class, backed up to the sled right now. Deadpool, Terry Biggs from Noblesville, Indiana. And on the grandstand side, we're getting ready to also start our super modified 2-wheel drive truck class. Our current leader for our super stock diesel truck class, as you can see there on our leader screen, Angry Farmer Todd Dugan, 307.90. And here comes Deadpool Terry Biggs, Noblesville, Indiana.
All right, so the Deadpool, Terry Biggs, burns in down at the end of the track over on the diesel truck side.
Yeah,
as
these
we hear our
tractors,
first super modified 2-wheel drive coming to life. 6,200 pounds will be the maximum weight of these trucks. 575 cubic inches underneath the hood.
And Terry Biggs lays down a pass of 276 feet, 0.51, 276 and 51 for Terry Biggs and Deadpool on our Super Stock diesel trucks. Our first competitor on our super modified two-wheel drive trucks, RJ Simon. The Simon Says Chevy from Farley, Iowa. He will be our option puller. Total of 12 of our two-wheel drive trucks here this evening. There is our running order. Simon Says Chevy will be puller number 1. Tony Tatum, Park City, will be the second puller, followed by Smokeless, Blake Weidenmeyer, and then Taz Toy, Herb Clark, all the way from New York. That's our first 4 pullers in our super modified two-wheel drive trucks.
Well, you know, it's a regional class, but I'll tell you, it's stacked just like a Champions Tour event out there with the competitors we've got here tonight. So should be a good one here as we kick it off for 2021. Two-wheel drives.
And that's how we start our two-wheel drives. RJ Simon, he is our option puller. He'll take a look at that and see if he wants to keep that. He does have the option to keeping that hook, coming back immediately, dropping to 6th or dropping to the bottom of the class. He goes 294 feet, 0.96, 294.96. We're waiting to get the official word to see if he wants to keep it or if he wants to drop it. Meanwhile, over on the super stock diesel truck class, Eric Stacy, Winchester, Ohio, Smoking Ya HD.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see whether or not RJ has decided to take that run, or it's right at that point. You know, usually he's going to drop it down.
He's not going to take that. He's going to turn that down, exercise his option, and drop to the bottom. So we're going to write that distance off to the side for future reference to see if he improves his position or goes backwards. But the hook that he turned down is 294.96. So Tony Tatum, Park City Auto Parts, Bardstown, Kentucky. The first of 2 Tatum trucks will be up next on our super modified side. On our super stock diesel truck side, Eric Stacy, Winchester, Ohio. Smoking Ya HD. And continuing to lead over there, Todd Dugan. He was the first puller in that class, and he decided not to turn down his hook. And so far, it's been a great decision, 307.90.
Yeah, he's the guy down at the end of the track pacing back and forth, wearing a groove.
And the guy with no fingernails. There you can see our leaderboard. Van Hazley, number 2, with the Rock Hard Ram, 298.52. And Alter Ego, Matt Clemens, currently number 3, 295.36. All right, here he comes. Eric Stacy, Smoking Ya HD. The Bowtie Chevrolet out of Winchester, Ohio. Boy, that was a good, strong pass right there. Nice run there for Eric Stacy.
Yeah, Eric ended up in the number 4 spot last year in our abbreviated 2020 season. Brand new chassis for him back in 2019. And boy, that truck has really come to life here.
And he goes 297 feet, 0.76. 297.76, which will put him into the number 3 spot. 297 and 76. On our super modified 2-wheel drive truck class, no official distance in the books yet. RJ Simon was our option puller. He decided to exercise his option and drop to the bottom. So that will bring in Tony Tatum, the Parts City Auto Parts Chevrolet. Well, we saw in the super modified, we saw father and son go 1 and 2. Right here out on the track, we got father and daughter with Tony behind the wheel and Lisa backing him into the sled. We will see Lisa later in the class with her full throttle Chevrolet.
Just a couple hooks here is Parts City Auto Parts. That's the family-owned auto parts store down just south of Louisville, Bardstown.
So our new running order after the Simon Says Chevy dropped his hook. As you can see, Parts City is now going to be the new number 1 hook. Smokeless Blake Weidenmeyer will be number 2, followed by Tad's Toy.
All right, so of course next weekend we'll see a whole contingent of the Champions Tour 2-wheel drives over in Farley, Iowa. That'll be the next up.
I would not be shocked one bit if we didn't have 25 to 30 2-wheel drive trucks at Farley next week. So, all right, here we go. Tony Tatum, Bardstown, Kentucky, the Parts City Auto Parts Chevrolet.
All right, we see Lisa out front there. She'll spray a little bit of de-icer on that injector hat.
Tony
Get
rolls
ready
it
to go.
tight. Yep. One last fist bump from Lisa. Says, good luck, Dad. Did he do good, Lisa? Did you like that? She got several fist bumps as he's going down the track.
Well, this is going to set the mark to beat here.
Absolutely.
The Chevrolet out of Kentucky.
And Tony Tatum goes 297.42. 297 feet, 0.42. So that is the distance to beat on our super modified 2-wheel drive trucks, on our super stock diesel trucks on the hillside track. Todd Dugan backing into the sled. He's already leading the class right now. This Angry Farmer Ford. Here's the Angry Shine truck.
Nice job.
Total of 18 super stock diesel trucks here tonight at the Battle of the Fort, Fort Recovery, Ohio. Night number 1 here in Ambassador Park.
Yeah, this right here is Todd's newest truck. Purchased this at the end of the 2019 pulling season. But right now, shooting to beat himself, 307.90, 307.90. he has held on to that since hook number 1 here in our Super Stock Diesel Truck competition. All right, the Angry Shine.
Todd Dugan from Bladensburg, Ohio. Having some issues there at the line. Gets her fired back up.
Yeah, we see Ken Crowder down there as well as Carl Atley checking things out. What a super crew right there.
Yeah.
Helping you out. Of course, Carl, a former 2-time champion in this class, and Ken Crowder, he's got the 3 championships to go along with it.
The thing about these guys, when they drop that hook in the hole, of course they want to win. They want to be competitive and beat their fellow neighbor. But they're also willing to help them out in a time of need as well. So,
yep, until that green flag drops.
Todd Dugan, Angry Shine.
All right, we see a little bit of that water down there, the intercooler. They'll pack the front of that truck up with ice. That'll cool that inlet air going into that turbocharger. And by the end of a 300-foot pass, you got just a